How do you think the world would react if a major political leader, like Trump, the Queen, or Kim Jong-un, died of COVID-19? Well, Trudeau's wife, from Canada, has been diagnosed, and now they are saying that Trump and Pence were exposed. A lot of people, I think, would be shocked if the Queen died. That lady has survived some acid, but KOing the royal family, they probably got her on lockdown. Like 70% of these comments are just yay, we are pretty sure the Queen is immortal at this point. Memes. I think Scotland Yard would have a few questions for Prince Charles. For sure we would run out of toilet paper. Corona would die of the Queen more likely. Most developed countries have protocols to replace a fallen leader. I think people would be shocked if Trump died, for example, because we haven't seen a president die in office since JFK, but for the most part, things would be business as usual. In less developed countries, a fallen leader could leave a power vacuum that could potentially lead to civil war. Well, we all know the Queen wouldn't die because of the whole immortality thing, but I wouldn't imagine much changing. I would expect many leaders to want the next in line to be very similar to them in ideas and experience. If Trump were diagnosed, I bet it would not be released publicly. Someone like Trump, even if he is old, has access to the best medical care in the world. If he dies, even with the best medical care in the world, I think that's a real oh shit moment for people. Markets are on fire, and I can't find toilet paper, as things are now a clear sign that this can kill even those with the best possible care. Would be an economic disaster. Government would continue to function better, I'd argue, but they'd have a serious crisis on their hands, much worse than this. No matter what, man, the Queen ain't dying. If Trump dies of COVID-19, Alex Jones's head will explode from the sheer amount of conspiracy lunacy trying to escape his mind at once. There will absolutely be massive, mainstream, theorizing on whether the Democrats engineered coronavirus to kill Trump. Pretty sure the Queen might be immortal. Trump, easy. The US has a clearly defined line of succession. I think other leaders would be waiting to see how he acts. Queen, easy. The UK has a moderately clearly defined line of succession, except I don't remember who is and isn't up for the job, and I don't think primogeniture works the way it does in Crusader Kings. Kim, it will get crazy and speculative. They are just people. Everyone is replaceable. If the Queen dies, the world goes into shock. If Trump dies, the country goes at each other's throats over something stupid and petty, I'm sure. If Kim dies, peace with Korea could be possible in our time. If Putin dies, most people would probably be happy until someone equally corrupt takes over. Well, Trump might already, since he was in contact with someone who tested positive, so it's possible we could find out soon. The Queen is immune. She's like 600 years old and strong as hell. If Bolsonaro dies, environmentalists are outraged, the world will rejoice. The Queen, end of the world. Justin Trudeau's wife just tested positive, so it's likely that he will be the first world leader to test for it. Also, Canada has the world's leading vaccine for it. I'm 99.9% sure the president of Brazil has coronavirus. Needless to say, expect some very polarizing responses. Update, yup, he was just confirmed positive. But are our reptilian oppressors immune to coronavirus? If Trump died of COVID-19, these things would happen. Our politics, our news, our world news, our political humor, and our world politics would probably cheer, scream, and shed tears of joy. My mother, a far left individual, would make a Facebook post about how tyranny has come to an end. My father, a far right individual, would liquidate his entire retirement account in 5 minutes. The White House would plan a closed-doors funeral for the president. A memorial will be held a few weeks later and would be televised. Mrs. Trump will shed some tears. CNN will say they are fake. Fox will say they are real. Celebrities who think their opinion matters will film themselves on social media taking a not so soft spoken stance on the issue. Trump's legacy will be televised on Fox, and Trump's devastating wake will be televised on CNN. That's a ridiculous question. Lizards can't get coronavirus. The Queen cannot die. It isn't done. Justin Trudeau's wife has it. I wouldn't be surprised if he does too. The day that Queen Elizabeth II dies for any reason will be a sad one, no matter what the circumstances. She is a person of substance. No matter what you think of the monarchy, she has taken her role seriously since the day she assumed it. After her passing, you will have King Charles. She's been like a stern grandmother for a few generations. What will it look like when she's gone? Whatever happens, we all have to make sure RBG doesn't get it. Looks like we are about to find out. Not the Queen. Just know, it can have Kim. He's a pain. More toilet paper will be bought. This didn't age well for Kim Jong-un. Is this like a game of marry, FCK, kill? If so, I would say the answers in order would be rejoice, bereave, coup. Complete shutdown. People will say, if it can kill him her, then it can kill me too. Trudeau's wife just tested positive. This question is less hypothetical every minute. According to our politics, our news and our world news, most of the people would celebrate Trump getting it. Trump's death would throw the US into chaos. The convention isn't until August, but Pence taking over the presidency and mounting some kind of campaign between now and then would be rough. Several states have already had or cancelled their primaries, which would make it rougher if anyone else tried to run. It would throw the US political world into chaos on the Republican side for sure. Arajedlika milk or Arajedlikuin. If Kim Jong-un died, people would be celebrating Mayo. Memes. He predicted it. This is a bit early to tell, but AskReddit. This aged well. Kim is dead. Oh yes, this didn't age it well.